Hi everyone, a positive vibration to you all. I hope you are having a positive vibration at this point in time. I welcome you in a very special way to the Ever Positive Network channel, where positivity is the order of the day and negativity is not welcome. I welcome you once again. I just want to use this opportunity to thank those who have been supporting this channel from the bottom of my heart, and I encourage you to keep supporting this channel and invite others to be a part of this channel so that we can have a bigger family, so that we can transition the positive vibes to others, because we don't want to keep it to ourselves. That's right. Now today we have a very special guest, and his name is Errol Dennis. Errol Dennis hails from Jamaica, but he is living currently in Canada. Mr. Dennis, how are you today, sir?
I'm highly blessed and highly flavored.
Not favored, favored and flavored.
Highly flavored.
Okay, I hear you loud and clear,
In fact,
sir.
my father would say, "Me take time, eat my bread."
Sir. Yes, sir. That is indeed hilarious. So, could you say hi to the world?
May I say, how do you do? How can I say it? Can I say, as a Jamaican, can I say, Wagwan?
What do you mean by that?
What's going on?
What's
How are
going
things?
on? Wow.
That's what we mean when you say Wagwan, brethren.
Okay. I believe that they received that with a great, love and flavor. Now, so I would just like to find out. I want you to give, a little of yourself. Tell a little about yourself to the world.
All right. As you mentioned, Errol Dennis, I'm an electrical and computer engineer, and I've been practicing in this field for the past 20 plus years. And it's a field that I'm very passionate about. Most of my area of focus is more in software, writing programs, but also designing and developing electronic circuitry, electronic components.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. A matter of fact, as you talk about that, I was trained as an electrician back in Jamaica.
Is that so?
I got a level 1 certificate.
Oh.
And I started level 2, but the calling of God was on me to transit to another direction.
Yes.
So after 2 months, I left it, even though my instructor was telling me that I could have completed the level 2, so I could have had a higher level of training and then move on to what I wanted. But nonetheless, I have the level 1 certificate, so I can identify with you in some ways.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. I just want the world to know that you are my editor currently of the videos. So the previous 2 videos that I'd uploaded, I had employed you, or gave you the contract to edit these videos, and I'm so impressed.
Thank you very much. In fact, this is a skill that I learned during the pandemic.
Wow!
So it wasn't something that I had been doing before.
Yes.
But during the pandemic, it's one of the few skills I acquired.
Yes.
As a result of staying home.
Yes. So if you want to employ or give Mr. Dennis a contract to edit your videos, you can call him or contact him. Could you give me your contact?
Of course. My email is errol.dennis, that's ERROL.DENNIS @7sol.com. My number is 647-812-8464.
Yes, there you have it. So you can contact the man. He's doing such an awesome job. I'm so impressed. So, by the way, why Canada?
I came to Canada 10 years ago. In fact, this month will make it 11 years.
Yes.
It was a passion of mine to always operate my own business.
Yes.
Going through school, I was passionate about being entrepreneurial.
Wow.
So when I graduated from engineering school, I said to my father, look, I'm not going to be working for anybody. Mm-hmm. But he wisely advised me to get some experience So I worked for 7 years, after which I resigned and started my own business, and I operated the business up until 2010. In 2008, that's done in Jamaica, but in
Yes.
2008 things were going very well, and what I decided to do was start, invested much more, and I took out a major loan. This was the largest loan, largest investment that we had pumped into the business. And shortly after signing that contract, we learned of the recession in the United States. We were given the assurance it would never affect us in Jamaica, but we never it never lasted for long, until by 2009, things almost ground to a halt, the economy.
Yes.
So I was having serious struggles in maintaining payments for the loan. And even then, I had no intentions, absolutely no intentions of migrating.
Look at, oh wow.
Absolutely, if you had asked me, even in 2010 when I came here early in the year,
Yes.
I had no intentions. But later on in the year, in 2010, I started realizing it might be a better option.
Yes.
So I went to the United States. I went to actually General Conference session, General Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, and I used the opportunity to try to network to see if I could get some kind of job offer so that I can maintain payments on the major mortgage that we took out
Yes.
to support our business. But that didn't work out. And then I remember that Canada is very open and welcoming to immigrants.
Yes.
So what I instead did, I contacted my brother who had migrated here many years before, and I outlined my interests, and he indicated, yes, you know, persons with your skills, you can get easy access to jobs.
Yes.
So I came here in September on a visitor's visa, and by October I got a very good job offer.
Yes.
Took up the job offer, and then the rest is history.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And could you tell us a little more about the process towards your landing status here in Canada, just shortly?
Yes, it wasn't as straightforward. Interesting enough, within 5 months after landing that job, they assigned me on a major project.
Yes.
And I completed the project, trained the remaining staff, and as soon as that was done, I faced a major disappointment. They said your services weren't no longer required.
My God.
And from that, at that time I was actually making plans to bring my family here. So I was here a year ahead of my family.
Yes.
And that was a bit of a setback for me. Nevertheless, I got another job offer. I had to, and in getting the job offer, you had to have a positive labor market. At that time, it was called a positive labor market opinion before you can obtain a work permit.
Yes.
So I had to get another labor market opinion.
Yes.
And after doing that, I was able to obtain a work permit, got an offer, take up that second job. And that lasted for a good bit. It was a software startup, but that company went under. They went bankrupt. In fact, there was a good bit of my salary that to date I never got paid. But that's part of the process. The interesting thing is that along the way, it required a bit of perseverance. There are times, especially while you're applying for the different permits and so on, you'll get turned down. I got a lot of those turned down.
My God.
I got a lot of those disappointments. In fact, when I got my first LMO, and I thought all was well, I applied and they said no. They turned it down and said I cannot apply from within Canada. I have to either go back to Jamaica or cross the border.
Yes.
The employer said, look here, we don't want you to go back to Jamaica. So he said, take my car, go over the border.
Yes, sir.
The challenge though is that I was already in Canada a bit too long, so my status in terms of driving would not have allowed me to use this car. So I had to take a bus. But once I crossed the border, it was within minutes I got the work permit.
Great.
It was a struggle.
Yes.
They were, and because of limited time, I can't, it's
Yes,
the
definitely.
time would not allow me to go through the ups and downs just to obtain
Yes.
that permit. Nevertheless, with perseverance, with God's help,
Yes.
everything went through, and eventually we were able to obtain our citizenship.
Wow, commendations. So you had to go through those loops in order to get your landing status, so that your family could have been here with you.
Yes, yes.
And you have been here for 10 years, you said.
In fact, this September next month, it will be 11 years.
11 years.
Yes,
Okay.
my family will be with me for 10 years.
Yes.
But I'm here in Canada for 11 years.
And how has been the journey?
The journey has been a struggle, as I said, in the early job offer.
Yes.
Losing that job. It's one I'm first experiencing being fired, so to speak.
Well, yes.
So it was a daunting experience for me.
Yes.
Nevertheless, not very long after I got the second offer, and
Yes.
I remained with that for a good bit of a while.
Yes.
Then after that, that company went bankrupt.
Yes.
There was a period that I was out of a job, but
Yes.
then shortly thereafter, I obtained a 3 years contract with the government of Ontario.
Yes.
And then during that time though,
Yes.
I ensured that I started my passion. My passion has always been to start my own business.
Yes.
So I was able to get my business up and running. So at the end of the contract,
Yes.
I restarted my business under the new name,
Yes.
7 Sol Inc.
Okay. And what that entails in about 30 seconds or so.
7 Sol is a software company wherein we have developed a very user-friendly accounting application. But it's not just a normal accounting application. Because we built it from scratch, from ground up, it gives us the opportunity to be able to customize it to your needs.
I must commend you for that invention.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it's so innovative. And what final word do you have for those who are struggling to get their landing status, especially in Canada and even other parts of the world as well, knowing that you have been there and done that?
My encouragement is, 1, follow your passion. 2, trust God.
Yes.
3, if it is His will that you should obtain your landing here, the discouragements, the setbacks, the obstacles will come.
Yes.
Don't give up.
Amen. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Errol Dennis, live and direct. I thank you, sir, for having accepted this invitation to be on Ever Positive Network channel, sir. May God continue to bless you and continue to, help you to strive in your business, in your new invention.
Thank you.
Yes, you're most welcome. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Errol Dennis. Now, please remember to subscribe, to share and like once you like this information here that had been shared. Remember also that you must be ever positive, not only in the good times, but also in the bad times, because it is possible. All right. So thank you for having tuned in, and God bless you until next time. Bye-bye.